Video?
Do you have Rob's car keys?
It's in his bag.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Riley Park. My name is Anand, your play-by-play voice, bringing you this exciting and one for a uniqueness as well. Cricket commentary between the SAIT Trojans and the R Hawks. Looks like the SAIT Trojans are gonna bowl first in this innings. And looks like the Triple R Hawks will choose to bat. We are moments away from getting this match started as SAIT Trojans are warming up on the pitch. We'll introduce you to their starting lineup in moments time as the live scores are available. But it looks like for the Triple R Hawks, number 22 will start. And we are waiting for their second pair batsmen also to walk onto the field. You can tune into live score updates on CDCL, that's the Calgary and District Cricket League's website, for up-to-date scores and stats on this match and much more. SAIT Trojans continuing to warm up. Looks like number 8 will be their wicket keeper for tonight. And eventually into the game, we'll introduce you all to the starting lineup and the players as well. But welcome to this exciting broadcast. My name is Anand once again. 5:30 p.m. here in Calgary. We are just waiting for the batsmen to enter the field and get things started. Looks like Raju Balyavarti and Sada Siva will open the batting for the Triple R Hawks, the Rising Royal Rangers, and the match between SAIT Trojans. The SAIT Trojans captain Jay was confident in that they will continue for their strong push. They look for 2 more wins to close out the season. And they said it's an exciting journey so far. We'll step aside and be right back once the players are ready to go on the field. For then we'll take a quick break. All right, good evening and welcome back. I see the 2 batsmen walking into the field wearing number 22 and number 7. Looks like they have changed number 7. It's going to be Anirudh Dandebonia who will get things started. We'll see who gets strike as well. Looks like it will be Anirudh facing the strike. But welcome. And it will be Jaskaran Singh who will get things started for the SAIT Trojans bowling wise. We are almost ready for our first ball of the match. Welcome aboard. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast and spending the Friday evening with us. With Jaskaran Singh into the attack. Warm-up has been complete. The umpires are ready. We are also ready for an entertaining broadcast. A total of 20 overs, pardon me, to be played. We'll certainly bring you an entertaining one throughout long. But the first ball, Jaskaran Singh with it. Ball is so close, but it doesn't hit any edge. And it reaches the fielder, who is wearing number 3 right behind in the slips area. First ball done, dot ball. Jaskaran Singh loading it up again. Right in front. They'll say it's a white ball as it went down the leg side. So we'll add 1 run to Rising Royal Rangers scorecard. Jaskaran Singh loading it up again. White ball, so an extra ball for them to face. Hits the hedge. Doesn't hit the edge. They will say no. And the umpire looks unmoved. Looks like it doesn't hit the edge, but the catch carried though to the wicket keeper. But the umpire was totally unmoved. So a dot ball to begin for Jaskaran. A wide and a dot ball again. He's ready to load the third ball now. Doesn't reach the edge once again. Another dot ball. It's still 1 run on the board. 3 balls done. Thanks for spending the evening once again on YouTube. As now they'll change fielders around. Number 16 will come near side our broadcast booth. They load it up again. We'll edge it offside. And we'll run 1 and switch ends. That will be their first official runs on the board for the Rising Royal Rangers. It will be Saad who will take strike now after switching ends. Swad, a left-handed batsman, so the bowler will switch sides as well. Jaskaran runs in. Another dot ball. No, they'll say it's a wide though. From this point of view, thought it was a dot ball, but it looks like it went leg side, so they'll call it a wide. So Jaskaran will have to reload. It's his second wide of the over. Jaskaran Singh now. Doesn't get an edge again. They'll say it's another wide as it traveled down the leg side. So he will have to reload another delivery. 4 runs so far added to Rising Royal Rangers tally. 3 from wides. Another down the leg side. It's 3 consecutive wides. Jaskaran Singh will have to reload again. Will make a quick single. Can they get him run out? No, he can't. SAIT Trojans fielders were a little slow getting to the ball. They'll make a quick run single. And it will be Anirudh back on strike. Jaskiran Singh will switch ends. And now send it to. Couldn't get that end. And it will race all the way back behind to number 17 for SAIT Trojans. We'll add a couple more. One more run to the tally. And that will do it for the first over. It will be 7 runs for 1 over. We'll take a quick break and be right back while they're switching bowlers. Ran a double. And they'll swap strikes again, and it will be Sada who will come back on strike. This time it's bowling. Is Jay, the captain of the team. Jaskiran Singh conceding 7 runs in the first over. 3 wides in a row. Now it's back to Jay. Jay's the captain. I had a chat with him at the beginning of the match. He's excited for the season so far. They said they have been going well so far. It will be a wide. And they'll run 1 extra as if went back behind loose. It didn't reach wicketkeeper's hand. 12 runs so far on the Rising Royal Rangers scoreboard. As Jay reloads again. They'll hit it, try to catch, but it bounced 1 bounce. Otherwise, if it had carried through, it would have been an out. First wicket for SAIT Trojans. Reloads again. Hits it to the offside. Doesn't stick in the fielder wearing number 2. It's Sada now. Edges it. Looks for an LBW and they'll say it's an out. Sada given out by the umpire. Leg before wicket. And the first wicket is down. And SAIT Trojans strikes early. Just a 1 run for Sada, who will have to walk back to the pavilion and get a new fresh batsman in. Looks like it will be number 47 who walks in. Raju Balivarti, who was supposed to start with Jay as with Sada, will come in now instead next, and they still will have Anirudh on strike. Edges it, and that didn't carry the bat, so it will reach the slips though. Fielder wearing number 3. And that will do it for the end of the over. It's 13 for 1. The rising Royal Rangers. And looks like Jaskaran Singh is back into the attack. And the first good dot ball to begin the over. Still the score remains 13 for 1. 1 wicket gone off an LBW. Jaskaran Singh loading it in. Reaches the wicket keeper, but they'll say it went on the leg side. No touch of a bat, so it will go wide. So Jaskaran Singh will have to reload that. Still a beautiful evening in Calgary. If you're appeals from the fielder, they won't give it out. Umpire still unmoved like he was in the first over. Despite the appeal, they'll say it's just a dot ball. So Jaskaran Singh will have to reload. Jaskaran Singh now trying to reload in. Driving it far. Tries to hit a shot. It could be the first boundary of the game as it travels all the way down. And they'll say it's a 4 runs. So the first boundary for the rising Royal Rangers. It was hit high. And Anirudh Dandebonia getting the first boundary of this game. 10 runs under his belt so far. Just a 1 run for Sada. Try to hit that through as well, straight through. But that reaches the wicket keeper in tight. Raju still yet to get off the mark. That sends behind. It will race all the way. It's a back. It will go all the way back behind for a boundary this time. So couple good boundaries for Anirudh. 4, a dot ball, and then a 4. The first 4 came straight down the ground, and this time it was hit back behind. And the rising Royal Rangers will move to 22 with a loss of a wicket with 2.5 overs. 1 more ball left in this over. And then 17 more to be played. Another 4 for Anirudh, who has been striking well back behind. First over done, 26 for 1. We'll take a quick break as they switch over, and we'll be right back. With it, Jay has to reload. Driving it forward, tries to nick the edge, but It didn't carry to the wicket keeper either. Sends it over to the offside. Takes a run in between. Jay will reload again as they get one run between the wickets. 28 for 1, 3.3 overs now. 3.2, pardon me. As Jay reloads now, drives it forward. And they won't get a run for that play. They still have a slip in place, wearing number 3 inside the power play. All the fielders are mainly inside the circle. Jay reloads now. Doesn't get the nick again, but it goes back behind pass to the wicket keeper. If you're a cricket fan or not, thanks for watching. SAIT Trojans broadcast. It will not carry. It had one bounce, and they'll throw it back to the fielder. Jay reloads now. Tries to hit it in tight. It's an opportunity for catch it out. The catch has been taken. And the second wicket goes down for the Royal Rangers Hawks. And it's 28 for 2 now. 3.5 overs. We'll see who took the catch in just moments time. And as the over has wrapped up, it's Anirudh gone. Anirudh Dabonia, who tried to hit it in straight like he did earlier. But this time caught by Aniket. So 18 runs, 19 balls, 3 fours in that innings. Well played. And 28 runs in the first 4 overs. We'll take a quick break and be right back as well. All right, welcome back. We are back as we have a new bowler loading in now. This time it's Saurav S, who has gotten 2 dot balls and now a wide. So 29 for 2 is the score. 30 for 2 is the score. 4.2 overs. Saurav S, couple of wides. As he reloads now, another fast bowler into the attack. It's Raju and Aman Dylan in crease. Saurav now loading the ball, comes into the attack, almost a catch opportunity there for SAIT Trojans, but it comes loose and they'll run a couple of runs on the extra chance there. So easy 2 runs onto the board. It's Saurav and Raju gets those 2 runs. Raju now off the mark comfortably, three runs on the board. Aman Dylan still yet to get on the board. That goes off an inside edge and into the path, so it won't be an LBW call. .32 for 2, last ball remaining in this over. Sends it in tight, dot ball to wrap up the over. 32 for 2. Looks like it's gonna be Jay now. Back into the attack, Captain Jay. .32 for 2 in 5 overs. As Jay has begun to reload. Hit to the leg side, but saved by a fielder. They won't get that quick run they were looking for. Aman Dylan still looking to get off the mark. Jay now running in. Look for that sneaky edge, but won't get that one, as Aman played it cautiously. Partner in crime for Aman is Raju Balivarti, who has faced 9 balls so far, 3 runs so far. They're quick, 2 batsmen out already. Will not nick that edge as well. And the batsman will reconvene in the middle just to ease his tension up. Just have a short conversation and regroup. Jay reloading again. Hit in tight and catch is taken. Did that catch carry is the question. The catch did not carry, but the fielder is in a bit of pain. Good effort that was, driving in front. But would have that carried, it would have been the third one. Third wicket of the game. Right in front, appeal for an LBW, but the umpire still unmoved again. Might have gone leg side, way far from the wicket. Challenging the umpire not to move on that play. It's back with Jay again, who's reloading this time. Jay, right in front this time. Does it have an edge to it? And given out! Aman Dillon given out on the second chance. And it's the third wicket for the SAIT Trojans. Like they said, they have been playing really well. And they get that wicket at the end of the over. So Aman Dillon has to walk out. So at the end of 6 overs, it's 32 for 3. We'll see who the next batter is gonna be. But in between, while they get things ready, we'll take a quick break and be right back. Alright, welcome back. This time it's going to be Savan Solanki who will come into the attack, and it will be Guram Mahi who is going to bat for the Rising Royal Rangers. And looks like it was a maiden and a wicket too for Jay, who once again rightfully is the captain of the team. Looks like we have now spin bowling into the attack. Sawan bowling the spin. Looks like he's a left arm spinner. Hit onto the leg side. Doesn't stay in the fielder's hand. Will cross each other's crease for a single run. Raju gives over the strike to Guram, who just walked in after the wicket fell down of Aman Dillon. Aman Dillon unfortunately did not make a difference in the scorecard. Sawan now into the attack. Driving it straight forward. Will get at least one run. And Guram will get off this mark with that ball. 33 for 3 now, 6.1 overs. As it's hit high, low full toss. Will reach all the way near the black screen. But it won't be enough for a boundary. Will be fielded in tight by this fielder at the deep end. At long on. Reloads again Sawan. Last minute hesitation for the batsman to take a run across. 35 for 3 so far. Loading again. Reaches in tight. And the wicketkeeper holds on to it. Another dot ball for Sawan. 3 runs in the over just so far. The last over was a maiden and a wicket for Jay, the captain. Sawan now loading. Right in front. It went leg side. And it's a wide ball. So Sawan will have to reload again. Sawan spins, comes into the attack. Hit on the leg side. Appeal again for the umpire, but umpire unmoved and gets through the signal, and it will be a leg by off the pads. And with 7 overs done, it's 37 for 3. The projected score right now is 106 runs in the 20 overs, which I believe is just shy. Shy low score. We'll see if things can improve for the Rising Royal Ranges Hawks. Jay will come into the attack and he'll bowl out his 4 overs. He has completed 3 overs so far. The captain taking on the bowling responsibilities. .37 for 3, 7.0 overs done. Jay now setting up his field, looking for the right placements. Everybody is in within the circle limits. Bats it in front, taps it as well. Light tap on that one. And it stays within the turf itself, so no run between the crease for the batsman. And that doesn't hold in tight for the fielder. It comes loose and they look for runs from the offside. Will run at least one across the crease. Guram gives strike to Raju now. Jay now. Over to the offside yet once again, but that will get stopped by the fielder right next close to the bowler, who is wearing number 2 this time. Right at cover area. Hit to the leg side, but that will stay in tight. Long throw, but that won't reach the stumps at all, so there won't be a case for a run out on that end. 39 for 3, 7.4 overs. 2 more balls left in this over. What Jay has bowled cleanly so far. Economy of just 2.73, 10 runs given up only in the 4 overs he has bowled. The target score has dropped to 100 runs. They're at a current rate of 5.0 right now. Last ball, they are loading. Jay this time. Jay runs in. Tapped in front and left alone. And that completes it. It's 39 for 3 at the end of 8 overs. And we'll see a bowler switch again. Looks like they're going to be introducing Sawan Solanki, the spinner. And the wicket keeper will adjust his equipment to adjust into the spinning mode. Sawan loads, it will be a wide as it traveled far distance. The batsman couldn't reach it, so reload for Sawan again. Sawan into the attack, looking for his first legal ball delivery. Sawan hit in down the ground. Long on fielder came in closer to field that, and it reaches Sawan this time. 41 for 3, 8.1 overs. Hit over to the offside. It races all the way down. Doesn't have enough strength though. So it will be guarded by the fielder on the offside. Sawan again. Hit in tight. Does it have enough to reach the fielder? No, it doesn't. It will be kept in the field though. It doesn't race away for the boundary. Good fielding for the SAIT Trojans. We'll get another run through. Low full toss and hit on the offside. Fielded again, kept in tight. There are fielder at every point for the SAIT Trojans. A boundary hasn't gone by in a little while now. It was Anirudh who had couple good strokes into the boundary. But ever since the boundaries have dried up for the Rising Royal Rangers. Their projected score though has climbed up to 104 runs with a current rate of 5.2 runs per over. 45 for 3 the score though now, 8.4 overs. Sawan now into the attack, racing for it, fielded by the toe of the fielder right in close near to the turf, and they'll avoid the run, and that will complete the over. It will be 46 for 3, 9.4 overs. We'll take a quick drinks break and be right back. You're watching the RRR Hawks and SAIT Trojans on YouTube. That's perfect. When the team switch batting,
You're not going to explain it to me in 2 minutes.
I'll make you understand. Yeah, sure. But I'll make sure you understand by next year. After a quick drinks break, looks like it will be Saurav Sehgal who comes into the attack. As the bowlers now get warmed up, the batsmen get warmed up too. The projected score right now sits at 102 runs for the Rising Royal Rangers. Still a nice mild evening here in Calgary if you are tuning us from the online world, or if you are watching it at Riley Park as well. Welcome and thanks for spending the Friday evening with us. Another fast bowler into the attack. Hit to the offside, almost a catch, but that went a little too fast for the likings of the player wearing number 3. I'll eventually learn all the players on the roster, but we'll go by the numbers for the time being. Saurav Sehgal bowling to Guram. Now it's Raju on strike. Head over to the far left side, but that kept in as well. It didn't race away to the boundary. It adds some speed and momentum though. 49 for 3, 9.2 overs. Saurav now getting ready to load. Saurav ball straight and fielded by his foot as well. So the batsman won't attempt to make a single run. Hit to the offside, that will race down to the boundary, and after a while it will be the first boundary for the Rising Royal Rangers, which will boost their projected score. Now it's 53 for 3. That boundary coming from Raju, who has been the batsman who has been on the crease for a while. 14 runs on the board for him in 19 balls, his first boundary. Raju still on strike. It was hit to behind. They'll run one quick single, but the wicket-keeper will hold it in tight. Leg by call, no bat involved on that. So Saurav will bowl again. Hit in tight, it's all the way racing, and it will be taken! And Raju, sorry, I believe that's Gauram, who has to depart, had taken the catch all the way long. And that will be the 4th wicket gone for the Rising Royal Rangers after a successful boundary to begin off the over. Looks like next one, number 45, will walk in. It looks like Jay will take on wicket-keeping duties, as number 8 wicket-keeper has swapped out. Jay, the captain, bowling a maiden and a wicket over. Now doing great work as a wicket keeper. 54 for 4, 10 overs gone. It's Prashant Reddy Guja coming in. And looks like it's Jaskaran Singh back into the attack. He bowled 2 overs so far, gave up 20 runs already. A little bit on the expensive side, 10 runs per over. It's because of the few wides he accumulated. Looks like a quick fielder substitution is needed for SAIT Trojans as well. As Jaskaran Singh's way to load. 108 runs is the target score now for the Rising Royal Rangers. That will race all the way behind off the bat. Will get a couple quick runs for the RRR Hawks. So Raju will add 2 more runs to his tally and keep strike this time. Hit in tight, does it have enough to travel? No, it doesn't for the boundary, but it will land 1 bounce in front of the fielder. Jaskaran Singh again. 3 runs in the over so far for the Rising Royal Rangers. Now it's Prashant now on strike. Prashant taps his swiftly onto the offside and will run a quick single. They hesitated for a moment. The they'll get the single run safely. Just Karan Singh. Runs in. It's hit over to the left side. It will be stopped in tight. .58 for 4 for the loss of 4 wickets. 2 balls remaining. Just Karan Singh. Runs in over to the offside still again. Gets a run through. Last ball for Jaskaran Singh to bowl. So far tidy bowling this over compared to what he has bowled in the previous overs. And that will do it. Another dot ball to end the over. 59 for 4. At the end of 11 overs, he'll complete his 3 overs, 25 runs, 8.33 economy, 8 runs per over. We'll see if they'll reintroduce a spin back into the attack. Looks like it will be a new bowler into the attack. Jaimin Patel they will introduce, wearing number 24 for the team, SAIT Trojans. Looks like he's of the fast ball variety as well. Jaimin Patel getting ready to load now. Jaimin Patel runs in. Looking for a run. Dot ball to Raju Valivarthi. He has 18 runs, 25 balls. Raju facing the ball from... It's up in the air. It should be taken and it's taken. SAIT Trojans with another blow for the Rising Royal Rangers. And it's 59 for the loss of 5 wickets. And this time Raju, another settled batsman, will have to depart. Raju had faced 26 balls, 18 runs, 1-4 in his tally. Number 18 will walk into the crease next for the Rising Royal Rangers Hawks. So Jaimin Patel strikes. In his second ball, Jay the captain had made an over and a wicket. And Jaimin Patel doing some magic work coming into the second ball. It is Muni Venkat who will be on strike next. Needs some time to settle in, so will hang tight while Muni gets ready. Puts on his helmet and gloves. The target score is 104 runs with the way they proceed. 5.2 runs is the current run rate. will be a dot ball as it reaches Jay, the wicket keeper. Just introduced the one spin bowler so far, the SAIT Trojans. They have been running with their fast-paced attack all throughout so far. That will race down the leg side and for a wide. It will reach the gloves of Jay though. Jamin again. And it sneakily passes the edge. You can see that swing as well on that fast ball. It almost touched the offside edge. Jamin ready, getting ready to load another one. Comes running in. Jamin. Sneaked on the offside. They'll say it's a wide though. Out of reach for Muni. Jamin will have to reload that one. Head to the offside, fielded by number 7. Just a 1 run allowed, tiny bit of fielding. Make sure they didn't go for extras. SAIT Trojans will be happy just giving up these dot balls and singles. Once again, it's trending to be that way. Head to the offside again, we'll run another quick single. We'll look for a double from that extra ball. And as Prashant ready, give up that single. They'll switch overs at the end. It's 63 for the loss of 5 wickets at the end of 12 overs. Beautiful calm evening so far. Beautiful day to play some cricket. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the YouTube broadcast. Watsal Ahir will come into the attack. Another variation of fast bowling. And his first ball to Prashant has been a dot ball. Watsal now running into the attack. Another dot ball. Did not nick that edge, but was close enough though with that swing. In swing though. Getting swift changes in the fielding placements for SAIT Trojans. Prashant ready on strike. Watsal now. Loads again and it's 3. Nice end swingers. That is all gone into the wicketkeeper's hands. 3 dot balls, 63 for the loss of 5 wickets. 12.3 overs. Tried to swing in tight, did that wicket move a tiny bit. Nobody has caught that attention though. Tried to do a switch hit, it tried to go back, but it reached in the hands of the wicketkeeper Jay. Reloads again. This time no edge, they'll say it's a wide though. So Watsal will have to reload. Running in. It's on the offside. Will take at least a quick single, the Rising Royal Rangers. The Triple R Hawks, such a cool name for a team name. They're in the white and blue trim jerseys. SAIT on the other hand on the white and red trim. Last ball of this over. Loads right in front and a nice tidy over for SAIT Trojans. 65 for 5 at the end of 13 overs. We'll see who gets a chance next. Just 7 overs left. Gone by so quick so far. One hour of game time done. 65 for 5 if you're just tuning in to the broadcast. The projected runs for right now for the Rising Royals Rangers is just 100 runs in the 20 overs. This time it's going to be J.M. Patel back into the attack. Ball the first tidy over. Just gave up 4 runs and a wicket. J.M. Patel now into the offside. Will run for a quick single. Prashant Reddy giving the strike to Muni. Muni now on strike. J.M. Patel loads. Runs in front. Off to the offside. But fielded the game by SAIT Trojans. They haven't given up too many open spaces for these Rangers squad. J.M. Patel running in to reload. They'll switch a couple of fielders though in that stretch. As it's scooped back behind. It's racing away to the boundary. And the Rangers will get one of their boundaries in after a while. They will move up to 71 for the loss of 5 wickets at 13.4 overs. Prashant Reddy this time. His first boundary after coming into the crease. Prashant Reddy still on strike. 2 more balls left in this over. Over to the offside. Misfield by the SAIT Trojans fielder. They'll get second run back. That was a couple of runs down the ground. 73 for the loss of 5. And Prashant couldn't reach that, so it will be a wide ball. J.M. Patel will reload. J.M. Patel loading, running in. Prashant Reddy hits it to a fielder that was in tight inside the circle, and that will do it for the end of the over. 74 for 5 at the end of 14 overs. Looks like number 16 will take the bowling crease. Vatsal Ahir is back. Ball just 1 over so far, just conceded the 2 runs. Vatsal Ahir getting ready to bowl. Running in. Noting the first ball, it's off to the offside. They'll hesitate for a run and they won't run after all. It's Muni Venkat on strike. Off to the leg side, it will be a wide ball, so Watsal will have to reload. Muni on strike, Watsal reloading. Running in. And that ends up being a dot ball under the bat of Muni. Conversation between Prashant and Muni, making sure everything is all right and they're on the same page. Watsal now. Running in. It doesn't travel down the leg side, it won't be a wide. Wicketkeeper Jay will hold it in tight. Watsal again. Running in. Over to Muni, doesn't get into the bat again. And another good dot ball for the SAIT Trojans. Two more balls left in this over, just one wide conceded so far. Watsal now. Hits the wicket and gone! Watsal strikes the middle wicket. And another batsman down in the form of Muni Venkat. And 75 for 6 is the score now. As they are down 6 wickets, just 4 more to go to all out. But Muni Venkat not affecting the scores so much. Just 2 runs in the 10 balls he has faced. Sri Kaushik will come in next. I believe Kaushik is the captain of the team. He's not wearing a helmet though. Interestingly, he's just wearing his red cap. Watsal now. One ball left in this over. Just Watsal ready to load. Watsal running in, last ball of the over. Over to Kaushik. Kaushik will just swat it towards the offside and will let it go. That's the end of the over. Nice tidy over for the SAIT Trojans bowler. Just a 1 wide given up. 5 more overs to go. Still sunny, clear skies for the city of Calgary. I hope it stays that way for the remainder of the game. Alright, we are back in action. And it travelled down the leg side for a wide. It's just Karan Singh back into the attack. He will bowl out. This is his last over of the spell. Just Karan Singh over to the offside, but fielded in tight by the fielder again, wearing number 11. It's Prashant on strike. He has 1-4 in his tally. 10 runs total so far this evening. Will try to cross it over for Kaushik and a hit, run wicket! A run-out wicket for the SAIT Trojans as there was a miscommunication. And another one goes down for the Rising Royal Hawks. And this time it's Prashant Reddy that has to depart for 10 runs. SAIT Trojans disciplined so far with the ball. Not giving up too much in terms of boundaries. .76 for 7 for the loss of 7 wickets. 15.2 overs done. The latest victim of a run out is Prashant Reddy. Somi Reddy is coming in next. Still bowling is Jaskaran Singh. Somi Reddy will take strike. On to Somi Reddy now. It bounces off a high ball. They'll say it's just a first shoulder height warning. Not given a wide. And off the edge on the offside. Still a dot ball. Just a one wide so far and a run out in this over. 15.4 overs done. Off the edge. They'll say it's not it didn't clip the edge. And it will go off the wicketkeeper as well. He couldn't hold it in tight. Jaskaran Singh will have to reload that one. Looks like they said it was a dead ball. So Jaskaran Singh running in. Doesn't clip the edge on that one. It will race into the wicketkeeper's gloves. One last ball this over. And it's taken, does it have? It does! It clips the edge and the wicketkeeper takes the catch. Jay strikes and it's the 8th wicket down. So Somi doesn't trouble the scorekeeper's card at all. And it's the 8th wicket down for the Rising Royal Rangers. And their targeted score races all the way down to 96 with just 4 overs remaining. We'll take a quick breather and be right back. You're watching the Rising Royal Rangers Hawks and the SAIT Trojans. Watsal Ahir back into the attack. Kaushik handed off the strike. Watson now running in. Over to the offside. It was unreachable for Santosh, so it will be a wide. Santosh Kumar is the new batsman in after that earlier wicket. Santosh Kumar tries to swing, but that's left. And Kaushik now gets to Santosh, giving a bit of word advice to calm down and make sure to read the play properly. Watsal now running in, heads to the offside, and a dot ball. Once you have the fielders stop a ball, that's anybody outside the turf area of the SAIT Trojans players. If they hold the ball, the batsman will not attempt to run. And that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're a new cricket fan, if you're just joining us on the broadcast, thank you for spending the Friday evening with us. Watsal now loading in. It's again hit to the offside. The offside is always called the left area of the batsman. Anything on the leg side is towards the right of the batsman. Offside is always the trickiest of the shots to play. Watsal now. Hit it forward. Santosh Kumar gets at least a quick run. Tried to hit the wickets to SAIT Trojans fielders, but couldn't get it into the right target at that time. Kaushik will face strike. Another quick regroup for Santosh in the middle. 80 runs for 8 is the score. 80 runs for the loss of 8 wickets. That means we have circled through 8 different batsmen who have been out so far. Kaushik over to the offside, hit to the left side. Will run between the wickets and he will rotate for strike. At the end of the 17th over, it's 81 for 8. Just 3 more overs to go. The next couple overs, the last 3 overs, are the most vital. They want to get to a high score as much as possible. The Rising Ranges Hawks, so they will need the help of Captain Kaushik. Jaimin Patel back into the attack. Hits it over to the offside, but a dot ball. Kaushik will look to contain as much as strike as possible. SAIT Trojans will try not to give up as many runs as possible either. Any dot ball or no runs is much useful for them. Hit it over to the left side. There was a bit of loft to it. It will raise down for a single with Santosh back on strike. Santosh's objective now will be to rotate the strike back to Captain Kaushik because he has the most experience. We'll see what happens to Santosh now. Santosh ready to face it over to the offside. It will be fielded in and kept it inside the circle. Kaushik will take strike. Jaimin Patel will run in now. Over to Kaushik and a dot ball. That doesn't clip the bat nor reaches the wicketkeeper's glove safely. Another good dot ball for the SAIT Trojans. Always a dot ball or a ball that's not considered of any runs is useful. Over to the left. And fielded. It's misfielded though this time. Wasn't being able to get held by the fielder, so they'll run one extra run to bring Kaushik back on strike. You want to avoid as much as misfields you can. Misfield is when your team makes a communication error and doesn't hold it near the wickets. Jaimin Patel sends it over to Kaushik. Kaushik taps it over to the left. And it's over with Santosh. That will do it for the over. Just 2 more overs left. 86 runs for the loss of 8 wickets. 18.0 overs done. Just 2 more overs left as we are slowly approaching the 7 o'clock mark. The next bowler is Watsil Ahir. 3 overs bowled. Just a tidy 8 runs given up and a wicket. Watsil. Kaushal taps it towards the outside, towards his left. This will be the cruising over possibly the Rising Royal Hawks are looking for. Can they get possibly close to 100 runs? Watsil running in. It's over to the left side again. In his offside. 3 quick balls are done and wrapped. It's over to hit to the leg side. Can't get a run though. It's 4 dot balls for the SAIT Trojans. That means they haven't given up any runs so far this over. 2 more balls to go. Jaimin runs in. Over to the offside, still stopped by a fielder. Last ball remaining in this second last over. Right in close and will run, just the only run. Misfielded though, but they won't run the single to keep Kaushik on strike. So that will end the over. That is a good strategic play by the Rising Hawks to make sure Kaushik remains on strike because he's the captain, he has the more superior experience. Who will bowl the last ultimate over? It will be Jaimin Patel. 3 overs done. Given up 18 runs and a wicket under his belt as well. Kaushik getting ready to face Jaimin Patel. Right down straight over to the ground. Won't be enough for a boundary. But they'll get at least a couple runs into the wickets and a run out. And it's given out. Santosh Kumar given out a run out. So the last batsman will walk in. Will at least get a run under their score sheet though. So Santosh Kumar run out. Santosh Kumar not affecting the scorecard either, just 2 runs, 5 balls faced. The last batsman to come in is Srikant Kanta for the Rising Royal Hawks. He will be the last paired batsman with Kaushik. Just 1 run given up this over so far and a wicket so far on a run out. Jaimin Patel loading. Kaushik on strike. Hit over to the leg side, doesn't reach enough for that fielder's length. They'll get at least a couple runs in. Instead, it will be Srikanth who will get to face the last 4 balls of this over. 89 for 9 for the loss of 9 wickets. 92 is the target score they're asking for at this moment. Jimmy Patel runs in. Over to Srikanth. It will race all the way into the sky. And it's taken! That will wrap up the innings for the Rising Royal Hawks. The target for the SAIT Trojans will be at 90 runs. So we'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching Rising Royal Hawks and SAIT Trojans on YouTube. 20 overs done. And just 20 more to go, or even less, because the target is just 90 runs for your SAIT Trojans to win this match. Saurav Sagal and Lalit Saini will take the crease for the SAIT Trojans. And the Rising Royals Rangers had a tough challenge ahead of them to possibly stop SAIT Trojans scoring the 90 runs. But SAIT Trojans are confident earlier itself that they'll get the job done. They said this is one important match for them. As we welcome you back to the YouTube feed on SAIT Trojans, this is the RRR Hawks versus the SAIT Trojans. And the first ball has been bowled, looking for early runs right away. But they got hit. It's Santosh Kumar who has been brought into the attack. And Lalit Saini facing the strike. The wickets needing a little bit of repair to make it upright. Hitting the bat into the wickets will solidify it into the ground. And a much easier technique to make sure it's straight and sturdy. Santosh Kumar is the fast bowler into the attack, running in into the leg side. It will race all the way down. Doesn't have enough power for a boundary though, so the batsman will run at least a couple, and Lalit Saini will keep strike. 2 runs between the wickets. Required runs is just 4 runs per over. They have completed already 2 runs. Little bit higher than 4 runs though, 4.47 runs required per over. Santosh Kumar over to Lalit Saini. Down the ground, will get at least 1 run. And after straight to Saurav Sagal. Santosh Kumar. Running in, loading. Over to Saurav Sagal. Crosses 1 run between the wickets. 4 runs, 0.4 overs done, 4 balls done in the first over. They're well at the reasonable required run rate. 4.45 is the required run rate. 86 runs more to win. SAIT Trojans hit down the ground. Doesn't carry for a catch. And they'll run at least a run. Last ball remaining in the over. Santosh Kumar is with the ball. SAIT Trojans don't need to panic and can get the job done easily. Santosh Kumar now over to the offside. Catch dropped. Though on the offside, will sting that one for the Rising Royal Challengers. Was a tough opportunity though. At the end of the over, it will be 6 runs. And with a loss of no wickets. .84 runs needed to win. The current required run rate is 4.42. Also, in case if it becomes cloudy or rainy, the DLS Duckworthy Lewis, that is, if rain affects the match in some sort or form, the target score is 3 runs only, and the SAIT Trojans have surpassed that. So if a weather event is supposed to happen, SAIT Trojans will be given the winner as well. We'll remind you of the Duckworth-Lewis rule in moments time as well, as it's Kaushik into the attack. Captain Kaushik delivers. His first ball was a dot ball. Second ball will be also dot ball. That's fielded in tight. Kaushik, another fast bowler. The SAIT Trojans just used one spinner in the full 20 overs. Fielded in tight, won't get a run through again. Saurav Sagal is facing strike, and the bowling of Kaushik. Dot balls are not a worry of SAIT Trojans now, as they have ample of balls to chase the target down. But it will be confidence booster for the Rising Royal Rangers Hawks. That went into the pads, but not enough for an LBW appeal. Lot of chatter between both player benches, making sure they all got the call correctly. Into the pads, an appeal, a quiet appeal though, and a run out appeal as well on the other end, but the batsman made it safely home into the crease. Of course, like in baseball, you can run out a batsman, like run out in by bases. This time you can run out by wickets. So if the batsman doesn't cross the white line completely and it hits the wicket by a fielder, that's called a run out. Now it's over to Kaushik. Doesn't nick the edge, but it will travel to the wicket keeper. That will be the end of the over for Kaushik. Seven runs total for the SAIT Trojans team. 2 overs done. 83 runs needed to win. Comfortably 108 balls. Over to SAIT Trojans, onto the offside. They look for a single and get it comfortably back into the crease. Over to Lalit Saini is on strike now after that single. SAIT Trojans don't have a boundary yet to open their accounts. We'll see who's the first batsman to get that boundary. Hit long and deep. It races all the way down. And will it be enough for a boundary? Not sure what the umpire is signaling. Just trying to see if it crossed the boundary or if it's a 6. We'll confirm with the scorecard. They'll say indeed it's a 4. So first boundary, like I said, for the SAIT Trojans, they'll get off the mark on the boundary front. A 4 for Lalit Saini. Lalit Saini back on strike now. Next the edge, the umpire doesn't move it. It hasn't gotten the edge. And the wicketkeeper claimed it cleanly as well, but Lalit Saini confident as well, it didn't nick the edge. So the umpire will say it's not out. The Hawks though confident it nicked the edge. Santosh Kumar running in. Sends it over to the leg side. Does it have the distance? It will roll all the way down. but doesn't have enough for a boundary, so they'll run at least a couple. Lalit striking with some power, got that boundary, and now into the leg side for a couple of more runs. There are a few people visiting the Riley Park as well, making sure they don't move the boundary lines as well. Santosh Kumar now loading the ball. Try to go on the leg side. It will be a dot ball instead. One last ball for Santosh to bowl. 14 runs so far is the score on the board. Over to the offside. Runs for at least a 1, and Lalit will gain back strike for the next over. 15 for no loss. At the end of 3 overs, 75 runs needed for the SAIT Trojans to win in 17 overs, 102 balls. Looks like they're introducing a slow type bowler. Doesn't have enough running distance. Sada Siva is coming into the attack. Left-arm bowler from the looks of it. Don't have much of a running distance though. Sada Siva using his left arm. Hit straight into Sada Siva, but he couldn't hold that catch. It was a difficult one-hand chance, but he avoided any sort of momentum that ball had. And a strike over to Saurav this time. Sada Siva gets the ball now in his hands. A shot running up for him. Over to the offside, doesn't land on the fielder's say, and they can run out. Is it? But Saurav reaches home safely. So it won't be a run out, but a good throwing opportunity for the Rising Royal Rangers Hawks as well. Looks like they're giving a replacement stump as well. Looks like it's not needed anymore. Sada Siva will reload after that opportunity for a run out. The score is 17 for none for the loss of 0 wickets. 3.3 overs. Sada Siva using his left arm, running up. It's edge, but not enough for a catch. It goes leg side though. And it's back to Saurav. Saurav wearing number 7, Lalit wearing number 3. Saurav on strike. It raced behind the wicket, way low down. Didn't have any height to it. Sada Siva loading up. Over to the far outside, it will be a wide as Saurav couldn't reach that. Sadasiva on the offside. Ready to load up another delivery. Races it all the way up high. At least they'll get a couple of runs, maybe even a third if they push for him. No, it will be just the 2 runs as Kaushik got away. Kaushik wearing this bright red hat, easy to identify. 21 runs at the end of 4 overs. Still no wickets lost for the SAIT Trojans. Just need 69 more runs to win in 16 overs left. And at this stage, the Rising Royal Rangers Hawks were at they're way ahead of the Duckworthy Lewis scoring. They should have been just at 14 runs now. They have climbed up to 21, so they're in good standings if the weather is to affect this match. Kaushik into the attack now. Kaushik bowls a swinging delivery. That goes off in swing and into the wicketkeeper's hands. Lalit Saini on strike. Over to the leg side. Try to almost catch it, but it doesn't get the hold of the fielder, so they'll cross for at least 1. And Saurabh will be back on strike. SAIT Trojans haven't lost any wickets as of just yet. 22 for the loss of no wickets, 4.2 overs completed. Right over up high, above the umpire's head. And will cross for a single as Lalit Saini will be back in strike. In a real cricket match, you would have one of the umpires wearing a helmet just so he doesn't get struck by the ball. Down the ground, straight ahead, will run at least for 1 and will make it home safely is Lalit Saini. Saurabh will keep strike now. Kaushik still bowling this spell. Hawks still looking to get the first wicket of SAIT Trojans and fall victim to Kaushik. Over to the left, down behind. It travelled down, but not enough distance for a boundary. Over to short third. They don't have a deep third in this play. Over to Kaushik. Kaushik onto the leg side. It will travel quite a bit of distance, but will just get a single. And that will do it for the end of the over. It's 25 runs with no loss at the end of 5 overs. So at this stage, still SAIT Trojans are safe. They need to only score 17 if the weather was to affect the match, but they have scored 25 already, so they are in good hands. And they just need 65 more runs to win in 90 balls. That's more than 15 overs. Even if they take 1 run between the wickets till the end, they would be totally fine. Sadasiva back into the attack now. Saurabh crosses over for a single. Lalit Saini on strike now. Sarasiva, the left-arm bowler. Short running distance though for him. Right in front of the leg. Doesn't move the umpire though. It looked direct to hit in front, but the umpire would have seen otherwise. So no wicket gone there. Another appeal unmoved by the umpire. Sarasiva now over to the left, fielded in tight. Lalit Saini over to the leg side. It doesn't go the distance though. The wicket keeper is the one racing for it. Nobody's at the wicket keeper's base. A short misfield, but batsmen won't take the risk. They don't have to take the risk at this point of the game. Lalit Saini back on strike after swapping the quick double. Two more balls left in this over. Sadasiva in the bowling crease. Does it nick the edge? It will travel back behind to the wicket keeper. Sadasiva will have to load his last ball of the over. Most importantly, Hawks will be looking for a wicket as it heads over to the leg side. Will run at least one over across, and Lalit Saini will keep strike. So 29 for no loss at the end of 6 overs. Looks like the wicketkeeper has asked for a helmet. So looks like they'll be introducing a spinner into the attack. Lalit on strike. They just need 61 runs to win. 14 overs remaining. We'll see a spinner introduced into the attack. We'll identify him shortly. So spin bowler usually bowls a slow variety of ball compared to a fast bowler. It becomes a little tricky for the batsman to face. Looks like the upcoming spinner is going to be a left-handed spinner. And Guram Mahi is the one coming into the attack. Guram Mahi ready to spin force into the attack. Over to Lalit. Tossed into full toss, but played it cleverly by Lalit. Guram now getting to reload his second spin force. Over to the offside, tried to run, but Saurav has to wait and to evaluate that run. Will reload again. Guram unleashes right into the wicketkeeper's gloves. And that will be another dot ball, couple of dot balls already for Guram, which is a good start for him so far. 61 runs still needed for the SAIT Trojans to win. Head right in front. but that bounced right in front of the batsman. It will still be a dot ball. 2 more balls left of the over. Once again, we thank you for joining on the SAIT broadcast front. On YouTube, you're watching the Rising Royal Rangers, Hawks, and the SAIT Trojans over to the offside. It was in the air for quite a bit, but it didn't reach Kaushik in time. One last ball left of the over. What can we see from Guram? Guram delivering it. Hit over to the it will be a wide ball. So he won't be able to close out the over. We'll have to reload one more time. Was going all too well. Was about to be a maiden over, but one extra given up. So Guram will have to reload. Hit over to the leg side. It's all the way in the air. Does it enough for a catch? No, it doesn't. It will reach all the way down. And looks like it might be a boundary as well. They're unsure though. And they'll say it's a 4-run, so Guram gives up a boundary in that last over after an extra ball. Lalit hits that boundary. So 2 boundaries for Lalit in his tally. And we'll have a whole new over swap. 34 runs for the loss of no wickets. 7 overs done. Just 56 more runs needed to win. SAIT Trojans are truly into their cruising stage now. As we get Srikanth Kanta into the attack. New bowler introduced, a fast bowler into the attack, over to the offside. A sharp communication mistake by Lalit Saini, but he gets back into his home crease in the nick of time. Saurav on strike now. Saurav coming from the left side, over to the offside. Kaushik races for it, will get at least a couple. No, they refuse for a couple. Kaushik was quick to the ball. I'll explain one quick rule of cricket, especially the wicket-keeper's helmet. If it touches the ball at some sort in the play, the opponent team, whoever is batting, will get awarded extra 5 runs. That's one rule of cricket, so it was wise that the wicket-keeper got the helper to put it back near his bag. Otherwise, if it would have been in play and the umpire makes an appeal, there is no umpire doesn't move, and it hit around the padding area. Looks like it's looks like they'll run some water over to Lalit. Two more balls left for Srikanth Kant to bowl. Just a 1 run given up so far. Srikanth. Right dot ball into the wicket keeper's gloves. Last ball remaining in this over. Over to Lalit. Sends it over to the leg side. Will they look for a double? No, they won't. Just a single as the ball slows down and reaches the fielder of the Hawks. And that will do it for. They'll say because of that white ball earlier, they'll have to reload one more. Srikanth with the one. It's over to the leg side, but gets fielded. So Lalit will come back on strike. And it's 37 for the loss of no wickets at 8 overs done. 53 runs needed to win for the SAIT Trojans. Just a 12 overs remaining. That's we are looking at 72 balls approximately to be bowled. That's the equation. Overs are multiplied by 6 and you will get the number of balls. An over consists of 6 balls. Looks like it's Guram coming back into the attack. Guram Ahib bowled his first over already, gave up 5 runs in the first over. It's with Lalit Saini on strike now. Lalit tried to swing at it but lost sight of the ball, so it races all the way back to the wicket keeper. Lalit Saini now. Tried to swing into the leg side, not a wide, still a dot ball for Guram. Have to be careful as those wild swings. You can always maybe get hit wicket or miss hit it into a fielder, which can be caught out as well. Over to Guram. That was low, down low, and it will be a wide, unreachable for Lalit Saini. A wide ball for Guram, so he'll have to reload that ball. Looks like the wicketkeeper has opted not use a helmet, despite it's a spinner, which is an odd move. He's standing just a bit behind the wickets. Lalit over to the offside, sneaky edge. It will race down, but doesn't have enough speed to race to the boundary. So they'll switch over for at least a couple of runs with Lalit getting back on strike. Add 2 more runs to the tally. Just now the 50 runs to win. So if you add, it's 40 right now, plus 15, 90 runs is the total. When the Hawks were batting, they ended up with a score of 89 for 10. They lost all their 10 wickets. But the target is always +1. So 89 plus 1, 90. Because you need to declare a winner. If you keep the target score at 89, you would have a tie record going in. So always the opponent has to chase the score +1 run to earn a victory. It's back to Guram now. Over to Lalit, hit down high. And fielded by the fielder, that's in deep near the black screen. Last ball of the over left. Guram gave up a couple of runs in this over so far. Guram loading the last ball. It's over to the far left, so it will be another wide. Guram will have to reload. A wide is an extra ball that doesn't count towards the tally. So the team will get 1 run total. And it's hit over to the offside. It does have speed though. Will it race to the boundary? No, it won't. It will just land short. But Lalit Saini will run a few more, 2 runs more. And the score will be 45 for the loss of no wickets. 9 overs done. Just exactly now 45 more runs needed to win. for the SAIT Trojans. They're well ahead of the scoring rate. If the match was affected by rain, the 33 runs is their current target by the par score, but they have reached 45 at the moment. I believe that Srikanth back into the attack. Srikanth over to the offside, hits head down the ground and switches side. Strike back to Saurav. Saurav one strike now. Looking forward to lofting the ball, but it hits his pad and just leaves the turf for a quick moment. Testing out his niggles as well, making sure everything is all right. Because it hit the padding area, so it might be a little painful. Back to Srikanth and Saurav. That goes through the inside edge, doesn't nick an edge though. And it's over to Saurav. Srikanth now running up. Over to the offside. In no man's land, nobody's there. They'll get at least a couple of runs. And it will be back on strike for Saurav, as the throw was intended on a different direction. Lost a bat there though, Saurav, in between, while making the run across the ends. .48 for the loss of no wickets. 9.04 overs done, and it's all the way sent down past the boundary for a 4. Lalit Saini striking with power onto the offside, and that's a boundary with just 38 more runs needed to win. More than 60 balls left to chase this down. SAIT Trojans continue to cruise with no trouble seeing from them. Like their captain Jay said at the beginning during a quick pre-game chat. It's raced all the way down. It reaches this time though to a fielder. So SAIT Trojans have lost their first wicket of the game. And looks like it's Saurav who has to head back to the pavilion. Sorry, earlier it was Saurav who hit the boundary, not Lalit Saini. Saurav has to head back to the pavilion. And looks like Jay, the captain, will walk in this time. And that catch taken by Somi on the far end. 19 runs scored by Saurav, 24 balls faced, 1 boundary in that inning. And it will be Jay who walks in, the captain, with 38 runs needed to win, 60 balls to spare. And just a required run rate of 3 runs per over. It will be Lalit on strike. And it will be Aman Dhillon bowling. He'll start with the dot ball though. Aman Mandelen will have to try that again as Lalit was not ready. Aman now running in, trying to bowl. It races all the way up in the air. It will land in no man's land. Couple of fielders in between that, but they'll stop it in time. Just a 1 run. And now Jay will face strike for the first time after they lost the wicket of Saurav. Jay on strike. Aman bowling to Jay. Aman will run up. Right over into the wicket keeper's glove. Another dot ball as Jay gets his warm-up stance going. First ball, a dot ball. Sends it over to the leg side. Batted, actually went offside, batted in deep. But it will be just a 1 run to give Lalit back the strike. Aman now over to Lalit. Lalit with it on the offside. Stopped by the fielder, so it didn't go the distance he wanted. And Lalit won't cross the strike as well, so he'll remain on strike. Aman now. Over to Lalit, it's up in the air. This should be maybe taken by the wicketkeeper, and it's taken. So Lalit will have to walk back. It was forced up in the air. It stayed in the air for a while, and the wicketkeeper gets a hold of that. So 2 quick wickets down for the SAIT Trojans. Nothing to worry at the moment. They still have lot of balls to play with and lot of runs. But 2 quick wickets down in succession. And that's Lalit who has to depart. Taken by Raju, who is the wicket keeper. Coming in is Ankit Patel into crease. On strike now it will be Captain Jado. 36 runs needed to win, 54 balls remaining. 54 for 2 loss of wickets. In the consecutive overs, 1 wicket each. And just the required run rate of 4 runs remaining. Jay now on strike. Kaushik into the attack. Over to the leg side. Appeal from the bowlers, not given out. Rangers Hawks appealing for it still. They say it touched the bat, but the umpire not convinced. Jay not moving. So it's at the certain standoff, but they'll quickly, cooler heads will prevail. Didn't get the neck. It was the wicketkeeper that was closest, and I believe the wicketkeeper also said it may not have gotten the edge. One strike close to getting was the Hawks getting a 3rd wicket. Over to Jay now. Jay swings it over to the leg side. Just a 1 run cross strike. It will be Patel on strike now. Ankit Patel. 55 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Looks like Kaushik is switching sides to bowl this time. Coming from across, right in front, a quick swing. And they have put up a close to a slip in place as well. Now the slip has drawn back at short 3rd. Coming from the opposite ends again. Almost ready to get an egg. That doesn't get the neck though. They are testing Ankit Patel. It's a smart move that Kaushik is going from the opposite side. New batter, you can always pressure them to do so. Head down but won't run, and Ankit Patel will get back in crease in time. Last ball remaining, just a 1 run given up so far. Jay went up to Ankit Patel to give him a couple words of advice to make sure he's calm and collected. Over to the leg side. They'll aim to run at least a couple. No, they'll just run the one. So Ankit Patel at the end of the over will keep strike. It's 56 for 2. Just the 34 runs needed to win. And 8 overs, that's 48 balls. Now you could say it's getting a little bit tight for the SAIT Trojans with the loss of couple wickets. They had some running room, but they have slowed down now. So we'll see how much it affects. Ankit Patel now on strike. I believe that's Aman Dhillon into the attack. Over to the leg side, swung hard. Does it have the race for the boundary? No, it doesn't. It will land short though. They'll run at least a couple. And they'll run successfully complete a third. So 3 runs run in total. That's the most you can run within reasonable limits. Then it becomes a boundary, 4 runs of course. $59 for the loss of 2 wickets. Jay back on strike. When you run the 3 runs, it's over to the other batsman who was on the other end who gets the opportunity. Jay hits it high. It's enough for a catch, and that catch has been dropped. Lifeline for Jay. And they'll run at least a couple. Jay, does it reach the boundary though? No, it doesn't. It was a tough catch for the fielder in deep.
Hey.
Just a 2 runs. They were double checking if it was a boundary or not. Wide ball, so Aman Dhillon will have to reload. Jay was almost caught out but dropped the catch. Over to the left, another drop catch. Another lifeline for Jay. Jay has survived this over twice now. The SAIT captain had a maiden and a wicket. Now he's getting some luck on the batting end. And this time Ankit Patel was not ready, so Aman will have to reload. Ankit on strike. Taps it down, just the dot ball.
Come on, Aman, your wicket, your wicket.
2 balls remaining in the over. Over to the far left, it will be a wide ball. Ankit wants to remove his helmet. Looks like interesting move. Not sure how much it will help him. With Aman bowling the ball now. Ankit, it does help him. He gets the edge. It will race all the way to the boundary. It doesn't have enough speed though. They'll get at least a couple of runs across the crease. And add 2 more runs into the tally. So 65 for 2 for the loss of 2 wickets. And the over gets completed. Just 25 more runs for the SAIT Trojans to win this one. Looks like they had some misconfusion. They're gonna say last ball. So we'll reload. Hit on the leg and given out! LBW Ankit Patel, after hitting that on the offside, gets called an LBW, so the Rangers Hawks strike again. Third wicket down. So Ankit Patel out for 6 runs, not affecting the scorer's board too much. 8 balls faced, 6 runs, and a strike rate of 75. Now just the 24 runs for the SAIT Trojans to win. But they have lost 3 quick wickets. Coming up next is Thirumaran Ragamurthy for the SAIT Trojans. And we'll see who the bowler is going to be for the Sada Siva, the left-hand bowler who doesn't need much of a running stride, comes into the attack. Essentially, the SAIT Trojans can win the game in this over itself if they hit a total of 6 4s, so 6 boundaries, or maybe even 4 6s will do. But can they do that? We'll see. As it's knocked off right in front, it may have gone off the bat. And the umpire explaining his case on that as Thirumaran gets strike for the first time tonight. Sada Siva now. Head down, all the way down. It doesn't have enough power. At least will get 1 run and get himself off the mark. Want to give a huge shout out to our SAIT Trojans crew for letting me broadcast cricket and an opportunity. It's been a special one today. If you're tuning us into the broadcast on YouTube, special kudos to our cameraman Jesse, kudos to Calvin, and as well our broadcast manager Robin as well. Thanks for having me on board. And as well the SAIT Trojans Sporting Office in terms of Bay Colmel, who gave the approval to broadcast this tonight in short notice. With a miss will, they'll run at least a couple SAIT Trojans between the wickets. Always capitalize those misfields because you can get extra runs if the fielding team is a bit distracted. They were indeed that time. 21 runs just needed to win now, and well ahead of the par score as well in case the match was to end by rain. But looks like we are not getting any rain at all. It's still sunny outside, partly cloudy, and a beautiful day for some cricket to end the action. Just 21 more runs to win this one. Sada Siva will have to re-prepare that, reload it. Head down the ground, but it will stay inside the circle. (71) for the loss of 3 wickets with 19 runs just needed to win. Hit across the leg side, will run for 1. And then it will get Jay back on strike as the over ends, so it will go back to Thiru again. So 72 for the loss of 3 wickets, 18 runs just needed to win. Exactly 6 overs, that's 36 balls. Now just a focus is needed. Just now the focus is needed from the SAIT Trojans to finish this off. They can do it. Essentially finishing this over with 3 sixers. That's 3 equivalent of home runs in baseball, or 3 huge runs. We'll see how it goes. I believe it's Kaushik who is getting prepared to... No, it's Aman Dhillon, pardon me. Over to the right side. Thiru now onto the leg side. No, I was correct. It's Kaushik instead. They just didn't have it fully updated on the score sheet online. It's back to Kaushik. They hit one leg on the leg side. 1 run to begin the over. 17 more runs needed to win. On the leg side again. It didn't nick the bat, but the wicketkeeper got a hold of it. Kaushik still with it. And Thiru on strike. Or is it Jay on strike? It's Jay on strike. Hits it long and deep. That travels all the way high for a 6 huge runs. It's the first 6 of the match. Jay, the captain, cruising this match to a style like he did with the ball, a maiden and a wicket. And now he's taking things on his own hands with the bat as well. Just 11 more runs needed to win. Hit though, back behind. It will race all the way down. Does it enough for a boundary? No, it doesn't. It will stay short of the boundary. And they'll run at least 3 runs on that effort. No, just a 1 run, pardon me. I thought they ran 3. Looks like they were focused on... I was looking if it reached the boundary because it was just near our broadcast booth. So 10 more runs to win. And that misses the edge. So Thiru leaves that alone. 1 last ball left. Just a 10 runs to win now. And lot of balls to spare. 31 balls almost. Last ball of this over. Hits it to Thiru right in front, but didn't take a catch cleanly. And Thiru tried to take a run off that misfill. That won't do. So 10 runs just needed to win. And they'll... in the last 6 overs remaining. But the job can be easily done now this over. Now we wait and see what comes off the bat of these SAIT Trojans. We'll start the countdown to victory now. It's with Jay on strike. Jay, switch hits. It's racing all the way down to the boundary and a 4. Jay, the captain, switch hits it. And just need now 6 runs to win this match. It's ever getting so closely. Complete dominance from the SAIT Trojans on whether it was the bowling end or now the batting end which they are displaying. Another attempt for switch hit. But this one it ends in the wicketkeeper's hand. 6 runs still remaining to win. 4 balls left in the over. Jay lost his track of that as well. The wicket keeper missed that ball, so it will be a misfield and gets an extra run during that bye that didn't hit the bat. So it will be just a bye. So 5 runs needed to win. It's been bowled by Shrikant Kant. Five runs to win from 27 balls. Thiru with it. Since it's all the way in the air, it lands in no man's land. Doesn't have enough power for a boundary though. Will get couple more runs added to the tally. So 3 runs to win. Thiru now. Shrikant bowling this one. Just 3 more runs to win. And misses that attempt. And the wicket keeper tried to knock off the wicket in time just in case if Thiru was run out. But he was comfortably back at home. Thiru now. Facing the possible last few needed runs. 3 runs, that is. It's all the way down the ground. They'll run just the one. So it will land in Jay's hands to potentially finish this one up. At the end of the over, it will be 88 for the loss of 3 wickets. Just 2 more runs needed to win. And looks like it's going to be Sada Siva who will have the final finishing duties for the Rangers Hawks. Here we deliver. Sada Siva now. Running it up high. Since it doesn't go the leg side, so not a wide. So Sada Siva will get to reload. Sada Siva on with the ball over to Thiru. Thiru is on strike. Just once again the 2 runs to win their final match. SAIT Trojans, they will play on Monday, August 18th. Over to the leg side. It's not a wide, but the wicketkeeper knocks down the ball. Still looking for the final 2 winning runs. It's in the hands of Thiru at the moment. Does Thiru choose to finish the match off, or does he give the job to his captain? Jay will find this one out. Sada Siva using his left hand and will knock one off the pad onto strike for Jay, and as I predicted, it will reach back to the strike of Jay to potentially complete this off. Just a 1 run to win for the SAIT Trojans. Victory is on the horizon. Just need the final finishing touches. It once again was a pleasure having you on board this Friday evening at Riley Park and at the YouTube broadcast. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. As Sada Siva begins the final touches of this match. He'll have to reload though. That one was not successful. Jay was not ready. Sada Siva hits it down the ground. And that will be the winning runs as it races all the way down. And Jay will complete the winning runs for the SAIT Trojans. And they win by 7 wickets in total. Once again, thank you so much for spending with us on YouTube. My name is Anand. We'll say goodnight for now and see you back at another time.